Yeah.
Not sure what happened.
Do you hear music now, Dave?
No.
Nothing, huh?
Oh.
Trying to feed it from the computer. It's not okay. Maybe next time. It's in the background right now.
Anyway, so we cut out.
So back to organize. So yeah, that's fine. So if a person like more in, because I kind of lost you at some point. So
Okay.
more in simple terms of what it actually does and how it does it.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
in this most simplest terms, it purifies the surrounding energy. You know, the energy in your home, the energy around on your body. You know, we're around so many artificial EMFs all the time, and those affect us in very subtle ways. And it could be irritability or insomnia or nightmares or cancer. Cancerous tumors. I've done a lot of research on this current system we have in place, 2G, 3G, 4G, and obviously 5G coming in, which is military frequencies. But the current Wi-Fi we're subjected to is already carcinogenic, okay? And some people are EMF sensitive. Some people can handle a little bit more. They're more adapted to it. But the bottom line is, if you have a pyramid, the bigger they are, the stronger they are. The radionics ones with tensor rings are more powerful. But if you have a pyramid and you put it on the ground in your living room, where the electronics are, the dead energy from that EMF is going to be transmuted. It's negated. It's flipped. The energy is flipped. So people report going from insomnia and nightmares to deep REM sleep and amazing lucid dreams.
Nice.
So because the energy is flipped, your cells can communicate easier. Your body can repair when it's sleeping, because when we're sleeping, that's what your body's repairing mostly, you know. So your body can repair. I just feel like that people don't really know what deep sleep is anymore, because their phones are near they sleep with their phone, you know, as their alarm. And when you turn off your stuff, and you get a large orgonite pyramid, and you put it on the ground under your bed, and you get orgonite gridded throughout your house, and you put orgonite near cell towers, you can function again at more of an optimum level, and you could sleep better, and you could feel better. And I've had testimonials from people saying they are starting to drop toxic things from their lives when orgonite, they felt the energy shift immediately once they opened the box. So that's what it is. It's purifying the ether in your home, because etheric energy is really just about, is it void of life force or is it full of life force? You know, and with orgonite around, it's going to be full of life force, and so the EMF is not really going to be an issue. That's the best way I can explain it. And there's a lot of elements, like you do with your supplements. There's a lot of things that I put in there. I wish I could shift this, but I'm looking at all my atomized metals. I'm looking at my Ormus, more metals, and then a whole thing full of that. Those are all gemstones and crystals and over there. So just made it my mission to make these as potent as possible, and then we add radionics, so a subtle electrical stimulation of the orgone matrix makes it even more potent. And I recommend those for 5G. If you're around 5G, if you're in the city, the ones with the radionics are more potent. And then there's also tensor technology, which is basically copper that's wound together and joined at the end, and that creates a life force field in itself. People put tensor rings on their smart meters, and that negates it's very similar energy. And when a tensor ring is in orgonite, it basically stimulates it even more. So the orgone energy is just torusing everywhere, and you know, everything is kind of torus fields, you know, toroidal. And so put it on the ground, you're going to have these torus fields of orgone energy around you. And those torus fields, if the pyramid is big enough, can actually get up into the sky. And then people have sent me footage of chemtrails clearing and
Wow.
the sky becoming blue. Yeah, so Wilhelm Reich rediscovered the life force energy that's out there, and now we're able to harness that in these pyramids and devices. And there's some that are made cheaply, like in the supplement business, and there's some that are given more attention and care and take a little more time. Like if you get a pyramid on Alibaba, you'll probably get it in 3 days, and it has maybe 3 elements, and it was cheap. My combo packs and pyramids usually get out in like a month. There's time it takes to produce these, you know. Yeah, I don't want to bore you with the details, but I have all these pyramids back here that I'm just,
let's see.
I'm kind of working on them. I did a first layer.
Oh,
and now I'm going to add the 23K gold grids. I'm going to add the tensor rings and intentions. I put intentions in every one. So I ask people, hey, because intentions are big, words have frequency. And so if someone has a specific frequency they want in there, tell me what you want in there and I'll put that in there. And so I really just try to customize it as possible. Yeah, and Don Croft, there was a guy named Don Croft. Him and his wife were the ones that intuitively, like you do everything off intuition, right? They said, well, we have this basic orgonite matrix, which is metal and resin, organic, inorganic. What if we had a quartz crystal to it to give it a brain and stabilize that energy once it's in there? And so they added quartz. Yeah, I did a live with Carol Croft, and it was an amazing live feed where we talked about this. And she talks about the importance of adding metal filings. So I add a bunch of different kind of metal filings. Like here's some steel filings right here. You can't really see them, but adding gemstones and crystals and things that'll transform and balance the energy is really important. And so those are a lot of them are used. And frequency is everything,
Frequency is everything. Exactly.
Yeah, it's people don't know about orgonite, people don't know about Auro liquid gold, and they need to know about both because both are crucial right now,
Well, tying this to what we started with, if frequency is everything, then energy is everything, and then back into if I'm hold on one second, EPS is here. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Anyone have any questions? Hope everyone's doing well. Crazy times. I can't really cover every topic the way I'd like, so join my Telegram. Truth is the Golden Rule and Organized Tribe, where I'm able to talk about all the things I can't talk about here. I have all the evidence of my position on that scamdemic, and that's all I'm going to say about it. So would love to grow the tribe over on Telegram, and if you have any questions on Orgonite or Auro, just DM me. Yeah, the earth chakras, they have like the root chakras, I believe, that Mount Shasta, and then there's Machu Picchu, and yeah, there's different chakras around the earth. Yeah, so where are we at? Yeah. The intentions on the devices are.
So I'm saying energy, yeah.
Everything is energy. Yeah. So there's supplement companies there's supplement companies that don't put much care and intention, and they're not charging everything with orgonite and prayers and pyramid power, and then there's some that are. So we're gonna give you that.
Yeah, it's always a balance, and for me, I'm speaking for myself. Like it really is a balance and a daily awareness to my intention on everything, and many times, and I go in like in phases with this. This is something that a friend told me once, and I tried it. It's amazing. Like every place I go, or let's say I wake up in the morning, and I set an intention for the day. what I want actually to happen. Am I looking for some specific outcome? Something that me is like something that I'm working on inside of myself, and I'm like, okay, my intention is to ask for a sign that I'm working on is actually coming into fruition. What's a specific sign? So the more specific I am with my intention, the better the manifestation of that in my life. Now that includes also, and when I'm conscious and I remember to do that, like if I go to the market or if I'm driving somewhere, okay, I stop before I leave my car. Okay, what was my intention here? You know, so and the interesting thing is that if I'm really sit with it and set the intention and feel it and make a little, almost like a, not almost, well, I make a little prayer, you know, to a higher power, to the universe, and I say please and thank you. I'm telling you, stuff works. I so quick, so quick. It is ridiculous. When I remember to do it, that thing I asked, it shows up in my life, like right there, and I don't know how. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I know.
There's a book called.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
So
Go
same
ahead.
thing. If you're putting intention into your, into your work, every person that's putting an intention to their work, it's like, what's the intention of McDonald's? Making more money. Okay, and beyond that, what else? Making more money, and beyond that, what else? Making even more money. Well, I don't think I'll eat there. What's the intention of Dave when he's making Organite? Is healing, is organizing, reorganizing the earth, reorganizing our energy in our body and in our surroundings, and doing it right, doing it properly. So Dave's thoughts are going into your creations, and then people are receiving that. So it's like already, like when I make my products and whoever works with me, their mindset is important, because what they're thinking, what they're feeling, what they're going through is going into the herbs, into the formulas, and literally, like I said, talking about intention and frequency, every formula that I make has a certain intention behind it, and that follows the title of it or the name of it. And then, like, I have a tincture called In the Zone. I think I gave it to you a while ago.
Yep.
And then, right, how did you feel? Did you feel?
No, I mean, yeah. No,
Ask people, how'd you feel? I was like, I feel in the zone. I was like, okay, that's the intention. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, no, I mean, when I say let's organize Earth, it's on every level. You know what I mean? It's not just with the life force, but it's on every level. There's just so much inspiration. Like last night, I was watching the sunset. I was sun gazing, right? And I was just taking in the divine rays, the violet rays, and I was just watching the path of the sun move. And then I was looking at my lima bean in my garden is just kind of going like that, like slowly growing up. And like, I don't know, my whole body was just filled with like love and appreciation. So, and then I'm doing a batch today with sort of on that same level. And I studied law earlier this morning with my buddy, and I'm seeing how things are connecting with there's been a little bit of deception with the trusts in the public trust. And anyways, so many things are just clicking. And I've been really into herbs and mushrooms. And then I come across this, and you put ormus in your stuff too. And I put ormus in monoatomic gold in my stuff. And I just feel like so blessed and grateful and appreciative of everything. And everything is connected deeply. Everything is so connected. And I don't really have words to put. Really, it's just an amazing time to be alive, and I'm blessed to be able to work with someone like you who can offer solutions that are not so commercialized and mainstream, and you're seeing on TV and everything. Like, this is stuff these are products and solutions that they're coming from heart-based lifestyles. and
Right.
intent and intuition that's locked into the divine and connected to that source. And there's nothing more
Yeah.
powerful than that. You know what I mean? So, you know, they took down my Instagram, but I'm feeling more connected and alive and knowledgeable and appreciative than ever. And so hopefully people can glean that when they get their products, and we can help people, you know, and live happier, healthier lifestyles, really, you know, because it's not just about us, it's about the collective out there, you know. And if people are unhealthy and unhappy out there, then it doesn't matter what we're doing, you know. You know, we are all connected on a quantum level, you know. So
Yeah, and therefore, there for me, there's like no point to fight that which I don't like, you know, because I'm feeding into their intention or feeding into their karma or feeding into their frequency, you know. Like, I'd rather spend my time focusing, providing, speaking of, teaching solutions, you know. And it's way better energy, because if I'm dipping into, like, if I'm saying, okay, well, this corporation does that, this corporation does that, if I'm focusing on them and just fighting them, I'm dipping into their energy, and I'm inviting, by, you know, law of attraction, I'm saying, okay, well, I don't like that, but law of attraction, universe, please bring me more of what I don't like. Why? Because I'm focusing on it,
right,
you know. So
yeah,
I'm
that's
saying,
one
okay,
thing that, yeah, I've learned, like, my stance on social media for a while was like, I'm going to try to wake people up with what I'm learning, right? And you could put these things in people's faces and everything. You could talk about all the corruption out there, but you almost empower those things. And then you see that social media is sort of in cahoots with those bad things, like the big tech companies. And so, but if we know what those problems are, but we don't give them power, we're aware of them, you know, but we focus more on solutions and empowering the individual to live a healthy lifestyle. You know, it's all change starts from within. You know, so each individual person, if they're experiencing better health, better peace of mind, better spirituality, better, you know, well-being, better diet, they're making changes in their life that other people are going to notice in their surrounding, in their circle, you know. And so they're going to affect other people. So it's like it's this domino effect where, if you, by focusing on solutions, it spreads. and and it's tough though, because there's a lot of things out there that are happening that you want to just shout off the rooftops to people, and you want them to be aware of these things, but everyone's on their own path and their own journey, and it's not our responsibility to inform everyone of everything that's happening. All we can do is focus on solutions, do our best to maintain a healthy lifestyle, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it's a great journey, seeing how people are. I get people messaging me that, like, I went vegan because of you, and this Orgonite has changed my life, and thank you for putting me onto Oro Liquid Gold. Like, we love it, and like, so those are just like, that's what it's all about for me, you know. Just the testimonials, the feedback is of like helping someone else's life is like, I don't know, it doesn't get much better than that, you know.
exactly. Exactly, because at the end of the day, I don't take a dime to the grave. You know,
Yeah,
I take the evolution inside of myself and whatever I can contribute into the evolution of someone else. Because the soul is evolving, the soul is eternal. It's physics. Energy is not destroyed, it just changes forms. So if we are energy, you know, then what happens when the energy, when this body is done, then the energy goes somewhere. So I choose to believe that that's, you know, the soul, which is all just names and titles. That energy, bottom line, has gained something from this life experience and has evolved its frequency to a higher frequency, and it continues to evolve. And that's the only thing that is taken, that is, you know, taken to the next journey, wherever this energy goes.
yeah,
You know, when it's
Yeah.
there's a thought process of like this is the only life, let me just live my life and just like just satisfy all my desires. And but at some point, a lot of people that have a lot of money and satisfied all their desires, they kill themselves because something's empty.
Something's empty, right? They're empty inside. Yeah, there's so much intelligence from the divine. There's so much to be garnered by us. And the plants, like I'm telling you, when I was watching the sun, when I was sun gazing last night, I felt like I was on psychedelics or something. I felt like I was dreaming because it was just like so beautiful. This divine life giver just sending these just codes and downloads into my consciousness. And if we can help people on their journey with tapping into that divine consciousness with the herbs and the mushrooms and the healthier lifestyle, and then being around the Orgon energy and getting their surrounding energy is just filled with life force, and their water is then purified, and all the chlorines and VOCs and fluoride is taken out. I mean, like that's changing the world in a subtle way that's pretty powerful,
Right. Exactly.
because everywhere I go in public, I don't see many healthy looking people. I feel like I want to talk to people, but I don't want to, like I can't talk to everyone. But here, social media, we can get out what we feel is the healthiest stuff that came from good intentions, that came from plant intelligence, that came from the earth. I mean, a lot of Orgonite just comes from the earth. It's all just the intelligence of nature that we're tapping into. That's smarter than us. So crazy journey.
Let's I know there's not a lot of people left. Whoever is here, if there's any questions about Orgonite, which Dave makes, minerals, supplements, maybe we can answer a few questions. And I know you have a family to tend to.
Yeah, got to get going here, but happy to. Anyone can DM me. Orgonite is still a somewhat unknown, and on that topic, there are a lot of sort of gimmicks out there, like these EMF protective little buttons and things that don't really have much in them, and they're very cheap. You just want to make sure you know what you're getting, what's in it. Some of these products, I look at the ingredients, and it doesn't even say what's in it. And it might just have a couple things like silver and sand, maybe, which are good, but those are just two of the 30 plus components that I use. So just, there are some good EMF protection things out there. We're going to be selling silver fiber shirts and Orgonite, powerful Orgonite. And then Nissim's got you covered with the water purification and the herbs and supplements. Native Mystic has got some great ingredients in there, Shilajit included as well.
So Dave, let's put your website here, or anyone here is welcome to follow your IG, and your website is there, right?
Yeah, it's on there. I'll just put. I have a lot of information on my website. I've put a lot of links to videos that over the years I've done on my YouTube with people. A lot of tests I've done. I had a lot of this stuff on my old IG account, but they disabled me for sort of talking about topics that they don't want talked about. And but it's a lot all on my website. I have a lot of info on 5G, all the studies on EMF that show that the EMF is already carcinogenic without going to those 5G frequencies. So we're already at a very toxic level. And if you don't get protection around yourself, you don't know what can happen cumulatively. So get radiation absorbing plants like cactus, stone lotus, ivy, spider plant, and snake plant. Those are just 5 I know off the top of my head, but get a bunch more. The plants, the oxygen, they absorb radiation, and they're great. They're great. They go hand in hand with Orgonite. So like where I'll put my pyramids, I'll put a lot of plants near the pyramids. I grid my yard with Orgonite, and I put the plants near the Orgonite, and the plants just take off. The growth is crazy. They sort of supplement each other. So there's things to do. There's things you can do to protect yourself. Orgonite and radiation absorbing houseplants, silver fiber shirts, and unplug your Wi-Fi at night. It's a good thing. Turn off all your devices at night, you know, and get an old school alarm clock, not your phone, and don't put it near your head. And how many times do you see people talking on their cell phones like this, walking around? Don't do that. So many people have gotten tumors right here from doing that. Don't do that. And get an amulet with a tensor ring. It's a really popular one at the moment. Tensor ring unity circle. Protect your auric field when you're out on the go. Use speakerphone. All good.
Yeah, it's empowering the individuals to take responsibility for their own life, you know, and do the things that matter. And a lot of my herbs and supplements, they're based on concentrates of these herbs. So it's a little bit goes a long way, and it's just about the consistency and the daily usage, because the results show up over time. It's like a daily protection that a person is doing. I even made these little spoons, you know, with our logo and everything. Yeah. And for instance, you know, the sacred C, the vitamin C from acerola cherry has frankincense, agaricon, astragalus, ashwagandha. It's really, people actually passed corona with this. They called me, they said, look, we had corona, this helped us through it. And I take a little bit of powder, put it on the tongue. And that's the best absorption, absorbs right away. So a lot of my supplements are in powder, like this. And you saw how much I took. I mean, it's just a little bit. It's all about the consistency. So here's a mushroom one. This is all I'm taking. That's a spoon. That's it. You know, and so it's really about taking it daily, and the body's feeling it, and it's based on Taoist medicine and Ayurvedic medicine. I use also herbs from the Middle East, and like biblical herbs, and from South America, Thailand, and
smells amazing too. The sacred sea. Oh gosh, just smells the quality. I mean,
there you go. See?
Oh man, that's good.
Oh, you never ate it like that, huh?
No, I just put it in my superfood powders with water.
Okay. Yeah, this one has banana and mango in it as well.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm telling you, I've been taking these since you gave them to me, and I've been feeling just like, I always have a lot of energy. I don't eat much during the day. I just eat a solid meal at night, but I've been feeling just electric. Like I just have all this energy with your, so I know I'm telling you,
something's happening.
native mystic is legit. Yeah. And I'm telling you, I was sun gazing, and I'm just like, I'm having like a psychedelic experience, and I'm not even on anything. Like I just feel electric, you know? So, I'm on board with your products.
You know, I use a lot of, like, I have a couple formulas that this is based on. It's called the lion's mane. Now it has 10 mushrooms and lion's mane and several herbs that are nootropics or cognitive enhancement herbs, and monoatomic gold.
Yes. Yes.
This help people with depression. This, like, people tell me, hey, you know, we take this. This is like our staple. Cordyceps, also lion's mane, Romania. Oh, you have yours.
I have this is my gold that I use for
okay.
Orgonite.
The almond's gold. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
The mana. Yeah.
Mana.
This is like, that's like you know, the philosopher's stone or whatever. You know, alchemy. You know, they were taking just normal metals and then making it into monatomic gold. You know, like I was just read a book on that. And that was this sacred elixir that would make you. It's like the fountain of youth. So, anyways,
Someone asked if Ormus speeds up time between thought and manifestation, and I would say yes, because it increases conductivity, and therefore yes. The answer is yes to that.
Yeah,
it increases cellular conductivity, better communication between our cells, between our intention and source. So definitely.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any more questions.
Right, and that's why it was so important back in the days in Egypt and everything, and. That monatomic gold, it's something special for sure. Yeah.
Someone asked about, do you take PayPal or Bitcoin?
My shop, I think, I take everything that normal shops would take.
Okay.
I'm not sure about
Me too. Yeah. You take Bitcoin?
I'm not sure I do. I don't.
You think should.
I should. Yeah. I got to look at the function.
Want.
Yeah.
I got to. It's easy. I mean, sometimes the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, there's some websites that they post a Bitcoin address on their website, or it becomes like you email them and then you send them the
Then you send the address. Yeah.
address, and they do it like that.
You know, I got to look into that. You know, yeah, it's we're gonna have to get off. I don't know when we're gonna get off Federal Reserve notes, but they are what we're using for now, I guess. Oh man, there's so much we could talk about. I could talk about
so much we can talk.
Redeeming your income in lawful money, so it's not income. You don't get after people.
Well, listen. I mean, I don't. If you need to go, I'll wrap it up here.
Okay. Yeah.
And
finish up
thank
work.
you very much, and everyone on the feed. Please follow Dave here on his IG. There's his website. There's the Organite. He's helping me with the minerals, so you're welcome to. You have your link there for the Oro link.
I have my Oro link, but I need a link for Native Mystic, because
I'll give you that.
I'm telling you, I'm loving this Native Mystic, and I'm glad we reconnected with this, because I know you sent me some stuff in the past. I used it, and then we kind of just went our own separate ways, and now you send me some more, and I'm like, yes, this is great stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Quality stuff, everyone. Native Mystic, quality stuff, and Oro liquid gold. And I put everything.
I'll be sending, for whoever's on the feed. I'll be sending. I think. You know what? I'll do it right now. I'll call it Dave 5.
Yeah.
So that will be your code.
Yeah. People need to get.
I'll do it right now. Actually, it's a coupon code. We'll call it Dave 5, and the website is nativemystic.com.
Yeah.
And and then we get a little discount and help Dave here a little bit as well for supporting us. And I'll stay for a few more minutes and answer questions if anyone else has.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to this. Work on these pyramids. I got people waiting on their orders, and a combo pack or a large order is going to take about a month to get out. I have a process. There's pre-work, there's post-work, there's second layers, there's this, there's that. I charge the crystals, I charge and cleanse the crystals. There's time in the sound accumulator box. So I just want to make sure when it gets to you, it's bam, ready to go. So I appreciate everyone's patience. If you have any orders about questions, just DM me, and I'll be looking forward to promoting not only Oro but Native Mystic as well, because I'm telling you, I feel electric, and you got some great ingredients, but I know it comes from you and what you've learned all of the years of studying, and your intentions are pure as well. So thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna stay on for a little bit more, and we should do this again.
All right, you guys take care.
Thank you.
All right, much love.
Okay, so I'll give you a discount code for whoever wants to buy from Native Mystic. Get a little code. Yeah, so thanks for everyone for joining. If I bought a 32-ounce Oro and I feel that my teeth is being reinforced, it's gonna do something. I don't know if I'm wrong. Reinforced? What do you mean by that? Reinforced? Whenever a person starts the Oro, they'll feel things shifting in the body in terms of the body pretty much rearranging itself, because we need 72 minerals a day, and we're barely getting 15 to 20 from organic. So if we're not getting the rest, we don't make it the rest, because the minerals is inorganic. It comes from rocks. And Oro has between 70 to 100 minerals, so it's giving through water the minerals that are required. And a person will go through an adjustment period when they start with the Oro, because in essence the body's starting to receive what it hasn't received probably since childhood. So the body will still start adjusting. And what I suggest to everyone is to keep consistent on using the Oro, even if you have to reduce the amount. Keep consistent in all liquids. That's water, coffee, tea, juices, whatever. If you drink alcohol, add it. Everything. So that's just the tip on that. Unfortunately, mine is not recognized by PO. Working on the box, sending to a general delivery address. We can send to PO boxes. depends if are you international or because international I know it won't work. I think not, but national, yeah, U.S. mail will work on that. Okay, well, thank you very much. If anyone out here has any more questions, I'll gladly answer at the moment, and if not, then I'll probably do this again. And I haven't done a meditation, guided meditation in a while, and I'll probably do that next time. So thank you very much, everyone. I will save this feed, and yeah, in California, sure, for sure, no problem. Cool, cool. Oh, amazing, amazing. You've been using it for years? Yeah, I'm using it for 15 years. So thank you, everyone. Have a good, have a good night. And Peter, peace out. Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can DM me. Let me know. We were talking a lot about the supplements that I make, and we'll talk about that more. They're all based on adaptogens and herbs that come from Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic medicine. This is Three Treasures. It's actually a formula that I was kind of signed off by my teacher, Ramani Adin, if you heard. I studied the Taoist herbs, Taoist medicine with him. And that's a blend of adaptogens. And then we have capsules that are called Total Recall that are good for studying, for sitting and studying. People said that they studied for an entire test and they did not move from the table for 6 hours, from their desk. So it's all, there's no caffeine. It's really all clean herbs that pretty much as a result of increasing oxygen flow to the brain, they open up channels of focus and memory and good mood as well. So there's a lot of things. You can feel free to contact me. I literally make from nutritional supplements to cognitive enhancement to mood to skin, teeth, even what else? CBD stuff, calming stuff, immunity, big time on immunity. A lot of people that have been going through flu season have been greatly benefiting from my formulas and texting me that it helped them through it. So the Oro liquid gold comes from Southeast Asia, from a mine that mines the rock called biotite, where it erupts. This is the location where it erupts because minerals come from deep earth and they come through volcanic eruptions and they form rocks. So it comes from one specific location that has that one specific type of biotite that actually has water purification faculties to it, and it's mined from there, and through a patented process, it's made from rock minerals to bioavailable, which all that means is that it can be absorbed and utilized by the cells of a body or a plant. Do I have a product high in iron? Yeah, the Oro. The Oro, one of its main ingredients, is iron. What's up, brother? Okay. All right, cool. Any more last questions before we head out here? Next time I'll have a better background than this light behind me, right? The window. All right, thank you very much. I will see you soon. Thank you.